All right, all right, all right. I think we are live here. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Danielle K. Howell, your mompreneur on a mission. And today is Work From Home Wednesday. This is my Work From Home Wednesday webinar, which I host every Wednesday. I'm usually coming off of a call with one of my clients. So, I tend to get on a little late, but nonetheless, and I have to pick up my daughter from school at 2:30. So, 1 o'clock is my time, which is Eastern Standard Time, is a good time for me to come and hang out with you guys and to, just give you an inside look as to, who I am, what I'm all about, and what this business is about. Most importantly, it's not about me. It's about the business and what the business is doing for so many people in this industry. And it's just, it's been such an amazing journey, for me, because, I come from a background where I didn't have much. I grew up in a background where I didn't have much. My mom passed away when I was 15 years old. And sometimes I think about that and I'm like, wow, I've come such a long way. It was some twists and turns involved there, but, I think everything in our lives happens for a reason. And I think that we are always meant to be exactly where we are at the right time. So, that being said, I feel like, even though I've gone through some trials, some tribulations, and some ups and some downs, I've made tremendous strides in my life, tremendous. And I keep striving. And, of course, it never ends. It never ends until I'm 6 feet under. And with that comes, just trying to help as many people on my journey as possible. And, when I think back to, losing my mom when I was 15 and just getting caught up with, drugs and alcohol, not hard drugs, smoking marijuana, alcohol, just being, not loving myself anymore, feeling out of place, being a teenager, not knowing which way to go, having no guidance. And, when those things happen, it could either make you or break you. And I think it did a little bit of both for me. I think it broke me in some aspects, but it made me into the person that I am today. And that person, I can honestly say, I'm a person who, just don't take excuses very well. I'm a person who is a go-getter, and I'm a person who wants to help as many people as possible who are also go-getters, who are also looking for change, who are also here to make a difference and make an imprint in the world. I have children. I'm a grandmother. I have 3 grandchildren. I was a teenage mom, and so a lot of things in my life has conspired. It's like the universe conspired to put me right here in front of you, so that I can speak my message of freedom. Because I believe that we all have that desire for freedom. I speak to a lot of people every day, and everybody's either an entrepreneur, an aspiring entrepreneur, or they're trying to make a way to grow their incomes. Everybody's doing something. It seems like everybody's in out here doing something. They're trying, at least. They're trying to, even if they're not doing it the right way. Believe me, for a long time, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know anything about marketing. I didn't know anything about sales. I didn't know, when I got into this industry, network marketing 15 years ago, I called this little square card on a, I don't know if I don't remember where I found it. I don't know if it was a light post or in the back of a bathroom stall. I don't even remember where I found it, but it was a little card that said, "Lose weight now, ask me how." And, I had just had my son. He was about, I would say maybe a little less than a year old. And I still had that baby fat on me. And I was at a job where I was sitting down a lot. I was an administrative assistant in a insurance company, where they were insurance adjusters, and they would go out if someone had accidents in their homes or their cars. So they were, insurance adjusters for homes and cars. And I was the administrative assistant. So I would process the insurance claims. And I would sit behind that desk all day, every day, eating my bagels with my cream cheese and my bacon and egg sandwiches, right? Go home and drink a bottle of wine. This is what I used to do back then. And it was like, that's what my life consisted of. I was just existing. I really wasn't living life to the fullest. I I wasn't so out of touch with myself. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I desired. I was just going through the motions of everyday life. And, and I think a lot of us are living like that. A lot of us are just going through the motions. We're not really living. We're just existing. We're not really stepping into the power of who we really are. We're not really, achieving the things that we could be achieving. We're not really asking those vital questions about who are we? Who am I? What am I put here for? We're not asking those questions. We're just masking it. We're masking it with the wine or the beer or, the junk food. We're masking it, somehow, because we're just not in touch, and we don't realize that we're here to touch people's lives, and we're here to be more. We're here to make more money. We're here to live an abundant life. Right? That's what we're here for. And so many of us have settled. And, back then when I found that little card, Lose Weight Now, ask me how, I went home. I'll never forget. I went home. I went in my bathroom and I sat at the edge of my tub and I dialed this number. And I'm like, I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I wanted to lose weight. I was about 35 pounds overweight and I just wanted to lose some weight. That's what I wanted. So, I called that number. And on the other side was a lady, and her name was Katrina, I remember, and another lady, Kathy Murph. Well, I think they I don't know if they called me back. I don't remember. I just remember having a 3-way call with these people. And, they explained to me how I needed to take these products and that I needed to sign up. And, lo and behold, I was introduced to network marketing. Needless to say, I won't mention the company, but by me saying the slogan, Lose Weight Now, ask me how, I'm pretty sure you know what the company is. And, it's health and weight loss. And I lost 35 pounds. I really did. In less than 3 months, I lost 35 pounds. I had more energy and I was feeling awesome. I was feeling absolutely great. And, and it was an amazing feeling. So I was gung-ho. And, everybody that I spoke to, my sponsor told me, I didn't even know that I had signed up for a business. I didn't know what I was doing. She just told me to have some shake parties and, talk to everybody I knew, write down everybody. So I would write down everybody. I was on the phone calling everybody. I would send out invitations to my home parties. I did it all. I bought this fancy stationery from Staples, the one with the little balloons and flowers on it, inviting them to my nutrition party, right? This is what I used to do. My whole living room had all these products in it. And, that's what I did. And I was still going back and forth to work. And I was just a walking billboard for this company. I had the bag, I had the button, I had the bottle, I had the pill tablet box. I was at the meetings. And then I got to go to Vegas and I went to the company event. And all of this stuff was so new to me, but I was just all caught up. And all I know is that I was losing more and more weight, and I was losing it. I was like a string bean by the time I was in this business. And, so I just did everything that my sponsor told me to. I took the tablets, I drank the shakes, I lost the weight, I did the nutrition parties. I was back and forth putting out flyers on cars and stapling flyers to the light post and taping them up in the bus stops. I was out. I had my sister out there and her friends. And we were going crazy because this is what we needed to do to get people to join the business and to join the company and to buy the products. And I did everything that my sponsor told me to do. I did everything. She told me to go through the phone book and start cold calling people. I did that too. I did everything. Then I started buying leads. These people would hang up on me. I would say hello. And I was just so nervous. I didn't want to call anybody because I'm not an extrovert by any means. People think I am, but I'm not. I love to talk, but I only really talk to people that I know. And, so my warm market was okay. But after a while, they started getting, aggravated. I'm like, Danielle, I don't want to hear it anymore. Those things don't work. They started telling me it doesn't work. And they were too expensive. I got it all the way around. And I know that that's what you guys are experiencing. I know it. If you're a network marketing, people are telling you that your products are too expensive, are you sure that it work? And then most of these people, they don't take the products properly, right? So they say that it doesn't work. And, so then you're trying to convince them that it works and things like that. And you are just out of the house. My husband would say, what are you doing? Why are you out all times of the night putting out flyers? And the reason why I used to be out at night was because I didn't want to get caught, because you cannot put flyers out on people's cars without getting caught. I mean, that's an offense, but I used to do it anyway, because this is what I thought I needed to do to succeed. And I mean, it was just crazy. And I mean, I was flying around like a chicken with my head cut off, not knowing what I was doing. And, I was just here, there, and everywhere. Meanwhile, I was never home. I was never home. I was going to work. I was going to school. And, my kids were home, and I was just out. I was always out at some event, some meeting. I was just always out of the house. And I didn't realize how things were just changing in my home around me. My oldest daughter, she started, I like to say acting up, right? She started acting up. I didn't know what was wrong with her. And, she was having problems in school. So I went through all of this drama, while I'm trying to build a business. And then lo and behold, I was working, and then I got into a car accident. I got into a major car accident where I totaled the car. I found myself in a neck brace. I couldn't move. I couldn't go to work. I was on these, these painkillers. And I was in a really deep, dark place. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a car accident before. That was my very first car accident. I've been driving for a very long time. I got my license when I was about 18 years old. And I've never been in a car accident before. And this particular night, I dropped my sister off at LIU, which is Long Island University here in New York and Brooklyn. And she was just moving into the dorm. And so I dropped her off. I helped pack her in. And next thing I know, I'm trying to find my way. And I make this right turn because I'm on a street that I wasn't familiar with. So I make this right turn, and boom, a car just came and crashed right into me. And I mean, I didn't know what had happened. I mean, my whole life flashed in front of me. Next thing I know, I'm out, I'm outside. The glass is broken. There's glass all in the car. And I never really told this story before. But that really, really shook me up. And it was my fault because I made a turn because I was in an unfamiliar place. So I'm driving really slowly, and it was nighttime. I couldn't really see. It was raining, and the car just came. It seemed like this car came out of nowhere. And, that was probably one of the scariest times in my life. And this guy came out, he's yelling at me, and my son's hat was in the front seat, and all I saw was all this glass over my son's hat. And I was just thanking God that my son wasn't in the car with me, because I used to, he was a baby, so I would have him in the car with me a lot. And I was just thanking God that day that he was not in the car with me, because if he would have, that passenger side of the whole car was smashed in almost to the driver's side. And, they took me to the hospital, and I had to, my neck was, I feel like my neck was broken. I know it wasn't broken, but then I went to a chiropractor, and I just felt really terrible. I mean, it was just an awful, awful time. I wanted to sue, but I couldn't. I didn't know how. And it was just bad. I couldn't go to work. So, I found myself at home. I found myself in a place where I said, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Right? What am I going to do? I had a baby at home. I had one other child at the time. My oldest daughter, she was, having problems in school by this time. And mind you now, I was so used to just going here, going there, going to school, going to work. I mean, I was even very active in my church. I was a very active person. I was always doing something. I was always doing, always helping somebody, always, doing something. And now I'm laid up with a neck brace on, in tears every day. My son would come. My son, he was little. He wouldn't come home. My daughter would come home. I would be sitting on the couch, folding laundry, and just really feeling sorry for myself and crying and not knowing, what was to become of me, and, how were we going to make it? I wasn't going to work. And I know a lot of people right now, if something devastating was to happen to you, how would you make it if you were to stop getting your paycheck? Right? I started getting, I think it was disability or something from the car accident. And that wasn't even my car. I didn't even tell that part. This was my sister-in-law's car that I was driving at the time. And her insurance paid for my therapy and things like that. and I was getting disability. And what happened was this. I was, going back and forth to physical therapy, but because I was branding my company, remember I was saying I was like a walk-in product of the product. I had the buttons, I had the T-shirt, you name it, I had it. I had the hat, the gloves. I had everything that branded this company, right? So I would go back and forth to physical therapy, and one day I went to physical therapy, and the doctor said, are you getting, because I was going back and forth to physical therapy for disability. He said, you getting disability, right? And I said, yeah. He said, well, you're not supposed to be working a business while you're getting disability. And I had no idea that, he even knew I was in business, but I would drop my little flyers here in the office. And this is the things I used to do. I would put my flyers, I would put my, the nutrition books, that they give me for the company, the product catalogs. I would put those things in the doctor's office when I went. Right. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I can't go to work. I might as well market. And even though I was getting disability, it wasn't 100% of my income. I think it was about 80%. So, but even still, I would drop those things. I would get calls here and there, but it wasn't really anything major. But he was very angry. He was very angry with me. And he said, I cannot believe that you are in business and you are getting disability. And I told him, I said, well, I didn't know that I couldn't be in business. He said, yeah, your disability can be cut off because of that. I mean, at the time, I wasn't even making any money from my business. So I'm like, I didn't really get it. I didn't understand that I couldn't have a business and also get disability. I wasn't making a lot of money, guys. Maybe $500 a month, maybe, right? And so for him to tell me that kind of really, that bothered me. And I said, wow, so I can't do this business and I can't go to work. What can I do? So I really, really, really went into a depression, and I didn't know, what my next steps were. I really didn't. And if any of you guys have ever been depressed before, then you know what I'm talking about, and I think the depression was not only because I felt like I couldn't do my business, but I was using these painkillers, and it just made me feel like crap. Like they made me feel horrible. But anyway, long story short, I overcame that. I stopped taking those medications, and once I did, I started feeling better. My neck started feeling better. I started getting my health back, and just feeling a little better mentally, And I never went back to that job. I actually started working at the post office, and I think I was at the post office. I hope I'm not getting everything. I don't know if I was at the post office. Maybe I started at a different job. I'm not totally sure with the timeline, but I never went back to that job. And so, I started at another job. I don't remember where, maybe at the college. I worked at another college, and, I was still doing my network marketing company, but I never really promoted it like I did when I was on that disability, because I felt like, maybe I shouldn't be promoting it. Like I felt ashamed. I started to feeling ashamed of promoting it. So, wherever I went, I really didn't talk about it too much. I didn't advertise it. And then, like I said, I was very active in my church, and I started a health and wellness ministry at my church, and I started promoting the products there. And so I have some people on the products at my church and things like that. And, so then, fast forward, I started working at my job where I just left about a year ago. I started being a teacher. I started as a teacher's assistant. And still, still some people still on those weight loss and nutrition products. Now, mind you, this was 15 years ago. So for 15 years, about 15 years, I was selling these products, and on and off. I had my loyal customers, but I never, ever made more than $500 a month. If that, never. And for 15 years, so just think about that, right? Some people go on to make millions of dollars in their business. Some people go on to make no money at all. And I never mastered marketing. When the doctor shut me down, I felt ashamed, and I never really opened up after that. I stopped doing, my husband would tell me I was crazy. So I started thinking, maybe I'm not doing the right thing. Maybe I'm not supposed to be marketing this company. Maybe I'm not supposed to be doing a business. Maybe I'm just meant to just go to work and go to school like everybody else. And basically that's what I did, except for the people that knew that I had the products, and they would ask me, but other than that, I never really marketed it. And you know what? That probably was one of the biggest mistakes I could have made because of this one reason. I never understood the residual income that I could have created if I would have gone on to really be serious in that business. But then again, I look at it like this. If I would have been serious in that company, I probably would have never gotten to this company, right? I probably would have never found these people. I probably would have never found this compensation plan. I probably would have never found, something that turned me into a personal development student, right? Now I met Jim Rohn from that other company, and that's why I love Jim Rohn. He is the first personal development coach that I've ever studied under, and because of him, a lot of his principles have taken me from that company 15 years ago to where I am today, right? And it helped me on my journey. It really did. And like I said earlier, I don't believe any of us are here by accident. You're watching this webinar, and it's not by accident. It's because you were meant to be here. You probably got an email from me. Maybe you see me on Facebook. Maybe I don't know where you've seen me, right? But you know that I'm a real person. I have real stories. I have real, I had real struggles, and I continue to have challenges in my life. It's not like my life is perfect. Nobody's life is perfect. But one thing that sets me apart from other people is that I don't let my imperfections stop me from my journey to success. I just don't. And I don't let it stop me from helping other people get on their journey to success, because I believe that everybody deserves a chance at success, right? I had my chance when I was with that other company. I had a chance, and I made a decision. I made a decision to let other people determine, right, my actions. That's basically what I did. But in this business, as I've grown as a leader, as I've grown as a person, as I've grown as an entrepreneur, I realized nobody else's opinion of myself and my business matters but mine. That's the only thing that matters. And that's what I want to tell you. You may be thinking about joining right now, but you're thinking, oh, what are my friends going to say, right? What is my family going to say? Oh my gosh, she was putting out flyers and this and that. My husband's not going for that. Let me tell you something. In this business, we don't have to do that. That's old school marketing. That's what I used to do. I don't do that anymore. Right now, what I do is I market on the internet. We have online marketing products. You do not have to leave your home. You do not have to go out and put out flyers like I did all those years ago. You don't have to cold call people in the phone book. You don't have to do those things. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I told you my income was no more than $500 a month. That does not work in today's market. Yes, there are some network marketing companies that still do that, believe it or not, but not here. Not here. We have a proven system that is proven to help you get from where you want to be to where you want to go. And we do that by our team effort. We are a team here. We do that by the marketing platform that we have. We do that by understanding what your goals are. My goal was to make $10,000 a month, right? When I started in this industry, I had no goal. I didn't know. I had no goal, no plan, no map, no roadmap, no real mentors. I had none of that. In this business, if you have a goal, $10,000 a month, 5,000, 20,000, whatever your goal is, right? I can't guarantee you any success because it all depends on your work ethic. Like I told you, I was willing to work very hard, even for that $500 a month. I was really ready to work hard. So if you just think that, you're just going to hit the easy green button, it doesn't work like that. You do have to work, but you're only working behind your computer. You're working behind your computer using a proven system, right? People always want to know, well, what do you got to do? What do you have to do? You just drive traffic to a link. That's all you have to do. And we teach you how to do that. We teach you how to go from where you are right now. You can have zero marketing skills like I had. I had no marketing skills. I'm not computer savvy. I don't know how to do all this HTML code and all those things like that. I have no experience with that at all. Yes, I was a teacher, but I was a special education teacher. I worked with special needs kids. So those kids didn't have any real technical skills. They had autism, kids with autism. So, all I had to teach them was from really, basic elementary level stuff, right? The coloring and things like that. I wasn't a teacher where I had to come and teach them, computer programming. I didn't have to do all that. And I'm glad I didn't, because I wouldn't have made it. All I had to do was teach them how to attend to a certain task, right? How to, write their names, how to understand certain concepts. That's all I really had to do. And present those ideas to them in a way that they could understand. So that's what I had to do. I had to teach them life skills, things like that. Those were kids with autism. So it wasn't a whole lot that I had to learn and teach, right? So, in special education, it was more behavior than anything else, right? I had to deal with behaviors. I had to deal with, attention and things like that. So if you're thinking, oh my goodness, um, you know, I'm sorry, I'm reading a text that came in. That's what I had to do. That's all that I did. And so when I got into this industry, online marketing, I didn't know a thing. Yes, between working as a teacher and starting in this business, I did take a life coaching class. I took some life coaching classes. I did get my certification for that because I wanted to start helping people. I did. I felt like I was, like I said, out of touch. I felt out of touch with myself. I felt out of touch with my surroundings. I just felt out of touch, and I wanted to get more in tune with who I was. And so with that I came across, some coaching, some life coaching, and, I came across some people that could help me in my health. I started exercising more. I stopped taking those products because I was getting really, really, really skinny. As a matter of fact, I lost I lost a child. I don't know if it had anything to deal with, anything to deal with the fact that I was taking those products. I don't know. I'm not going to say it was, but I just know that I had gotten really, really skinny taking those products. And I even lost I had a miscarriage, and, so I stopped taking the products, and just some other health issues that I felt. I don't know if it was a correlation between the products, and I don't know. I'm not going to state anything like that because I don't want to say anything about those products, because I know people that get really good results with those products, but I stopped taking them. And so I got my health, my health back, and I started exercising, and, I just started to do me. I started meditating. I started reading more books. I just started really getting into some personal development. I really, really started to understand that I was here for a purpose. I really started to ask that question. I started to ask, what am I here for? I started to ask for guidance, and I wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself. I wanted to be a part of a team of people who were going in a direction where I wanted to go. I wasn't quite sure where I wanted to go. I just know that direction was where I wanted to help people, and I wanted to make a difference in people's lives and in the world in general. And I wanted to make a lot of money. So, and before that, I never really wanted to make a lot of money. I never really thought about making a lot of money. It was never a question in my childhood or anything like that, because we were broke. We grew up very, very, I would say very, very poor, but we didn't have much, right? We didn't have much. We never really talked about anything major. We never really went on grand vacations and things like that. So making a lot of money was not something that I even thought was possible for me. I just never really gave it any thought. I just never did. I never thought about the fact that I could make a lot of money. I always thought it was, somebody else could do it. Other people that were celebrities or had more talent, had more gifts, had more, was born with a silver spoon in their mouth, that kind of thing, right? Because I grew up in a very religious household with the money is the root of all evil and things like that. So when it was my turn to really start to focus on what it is that I wanted, I knew that I didn't want to work for the rest of my life. I knew that I was tired of, my principal telling me what to do. I knew that, I had already experienced, some downfalls with my oldest child, and, her having a child at a young age. I knew that wasn't good. I knew that I didn't want my other children to experience that. I knew that I wanted to do, I wanted to be home so that my kids could have something to be proud of with their mother, right? I just knew that I wanted to do some things that were a little bit out of the norm. I've always done things out of the norm. You could always call me, I guess you could call me kind of the black sheep of my family. I was the one that was, always kind of a little wilder and crazier than everybody else. I'm the one that got a tattoo and things like that, right? It was always, oh, what is Danielle going to do next, right? I was always that type of person. I always, never want to shy away from adventure, never want to shy away from challenges. That was just me, right? So So, thinking about the fact that I could start a business and I could help people, I'm like, okay, how could I do that? I was always the person that always wanted to get to the next level. I started out as a teacher's assistant. Boom, I went to school to become the teacher, right? I started out in church as a parishioner. Boom, I went up and I started my own ministry there. I was always the person that never wanted to settle for less. I started out, even in an insurance adjusting company, I went to take the test so that I could become an insurance adjuster, right? I never wanted to be at a lower level because I always wanted more, even though I didn't think I could handle it, to be honest. I always thought, I'm gonna try this, but I don't know if I could do it. But I never was one to shy away from it. Never, right? Never want to shy away from risks. Never want to shy away from taking a chance, because I believe we only have one chance at this lifetime. So if we don't take a shot now, then when are we gonna take it, right? We might as well just jump in there with both feet and get it done. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I believe that every mistake that I've made was a good one. It was a good mistake because I learned. And I even tell my children, you only learn, you're not going to learn by watching. You're going to learn by doing. And that's why I want to model for my children what it means to be a successful person. And it takes time. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of personal development. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of perseverance. It takes a lot of education. It takes a lot of weakness, right? You got to know what your weaknesses are. It takes strength. You got to know what your strengths are. You have to be coachable, right? You have to learn that you don't know everything. You have to surround yourself with people who are going to speak life into you and who are going to expect more from you. Because if you are surrounding yourself with the same old people that are doing the same old things that you are, then you're not going to get anywhere. You have to surround yourself with people who are going to challenge you to be better than you were yesterday. You have to challenge yourself. Right. So, I'm always looking for people that I can learn from. That's why I've been so blessed in this business only. I have never met any group of people like the people that I've met here. People like Tracy Walker, Lawrence Tam, Desmond Soon, Alex Zubarov, Mike Hobbs. You Google any of these people. I've met them personally. They've mentored me. They've spoken, their words of encouragement and inspiration to me. They've taught me the way. They're paving the way, because I didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't know any of it. And even now, I continue to fail forward, and that's okay, because I know that the more action I take, the more people are going to align themselves with my vision. And my vision is to help people become free. My vision is to help people become successful in their business and in their life, right? I don't want people to be lopsided, have all this great success in their business and their life is suffering, their personal life, right? I want, like today, my daughter, she was late for school today, right? And she was late yesterday, to be honest. She was late yesterday, she was late today. And we live right across the street from the school. So why is she late, right? And you probably would say, well, Mom, that's your problem, right? Mom, no, my thing is this. All right, she's 10, right? My thing is this. I tell her, take out your clothes the night before so that you don't have to be fumbling around trying to find your clothes. Take out your clothes the night before. So she's like, yes, I'm going to do it. And she wants an iPhone 6S or something like that. And yesterday, she made this pack to me and I told her about expectations. I talk to my children about, what I expect from them. I talk to them about what they should expect from themselves and what they should expect from me, right? If I fall short, let me know. Please let me know so that I can continue to be a better parent, so that I continue to be a better mom. And if you fall short, I'm going to tell you so that you can continue to be a better person. As you can continue to be a better person and contributor into this world, right? So she was late yesterday. We had this talk. She says, Mom, I'm going to be on time now. And I walk with her, right? But I'm telling her, okay, she has to be at school 8:10. All right, it's 7:50. It's 7:55. She comes out the room. She has on her sister's pants. I said, no, you're not. You don't wear your sister's pants. Go put on your own pants, right? Now, just prior to this, and there's a big lesson in the pants because, I gave them both $100. And this is what I do with my kids. And I kind of let them make their own decisions. But at the same time, I try to teach them that the decisions that you make, you have to live with them. And this is something that we all have to learn in life, right? We all have to learn. And so I gave them both $100 and, we went shopping. And my older daughter, she bought some pants, she bought some shirts, went to Forever 21, and she really racked up. They had such a great sale. She got lots of pants, some shirts. I mean, she got a lot for $100, right? And I've been telling them, if you need a couple dollars, I'll put some towards it, right? My other daughter, the one that was late for school, she bought makeup. she bought one day we were here, she bought pizza. I think she bought herself some gloves, but this is the point. And I kept asking her, "You sure you don't want to buy yourself some pants?" Because I know she loves those print stretch pants, spandex or whatever they call, right? So she loves those kind of pants. And I told her, I said, Justice has some nice print pants, the kind that you like. You don't want to go over there to Justice to see? She was like, no, I'm okay. I don't want it. I don't need any new pants. I don't need them, right? This is what she tells me. I don't need any new pants. So I'm like, you sure? Yep, I don't need them. I don't need them. Now, meanwhile, my other daughter, she got a pants, she got this, she got sweaters, she got shirts, she got gloves, she racked up, right? For $100. She did some amazing shopping, right? So now today, fast forward, and this was a few weeks ago, right after, not too far after Christmas. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. So now today she comes out the room with her sister's pants on. I said, oh no. You take her pants off and you go get your own pants. So she's, and so I go in her room and I said, why would you wear your sister's pants? You don't have any pants? And then she has pants, but I guess she likes her sister's better. But her sister's pants are too big for her anyway, so I don't know why she would wear them. But anyway, and I told her, I said, look, your sister, when you guys had your money, you had the same amount of money. She chose to buy clothes, pants, whatever she wanted. You chose to buy, whatever it is that you bought. So, so now you have no right to go in her stuff and take her clothes, right? And she understood. And on top of that, she was late now because she had to change her pants and she wanted to make breakfast. I said, you don't have time for that. You don't have time for that, right? So long story, I tell you the story because it goes to show you that sometimes we make decisions. Like right now, you're probably making a decision to join me. So click the button and get started. I would love to have you click the button, join me on my team. Sometimes you make a decision to join something. You make a decision to do something, and that may or may not be the best decision. Now, my other daughter made the best decision. She bought her stuff. She's happy with the thing that she has, right? And you have to have expectations, right? You have to set expectations, right? So yesterday she told me, I'm going to be on time. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And today she fell short. She fell short of that. And I had to remind her of that. She fell short. So, and we all fall short. Just because you join today doesn't mean that you're going to make money overnight. Just because you join today doesn't mean that you are going to, hit your $10,000 mark in a week. It just doesn't happen like that. When I came into this industry, I did have false expectations. I had no idea that it was going to take work. I just didn't. I just thought, I don't know, $10,000 was going to fall out the sky. I didn't know what to expect. But what I'm telling you right now is when you decide to join me, we're going to show you the ropes. We're going to teach you the ropes. But at the same time, you have to be willing to make a commitment to work, right? Because so many people come into this industry and they think that it's just a get rich quick deal, and they don't want to put in any work. They don't even want to put in 2 hours a day, and that, my friend, is a surefire way to fail. It's a surefire way to fail. And, you have to carve out some time for your business. This is a business. This is not a hobby unless you want to make it a hobby. And if that's what you choose to do, then that's fine. But don't complain that you're not making any money if you only have a hobby. Hobbies, from what I understand, don't really make people too much money. Businesses do, right? So that is the kit and caboodle of it all. We have products here that can absolutely change your life. We have a compensation plan here that can absolutely make you more money than any other company out there. Income disclaimer, of course. You can visit our income disclaimer at income.daniellekHowell.com. income.daniellekHowell.com. Of course, your results will be your own because it depends, again, on your work ethic. So if you're the kind of person that don't like to work, you want things to come easy, then this is not for you. This is for someone that wants to build a business from home. This is for someone that wants to increase their net worth. This is for someone that wants to increase their bottom line. This is for someone that's looking to build a business. If it takes them 3 months, if it takes them 6 months, if it takes them a year to grasp the concepts, then, they are still willing to do what it takes. This is for someone who is willing to put their eggs in a basket and take a risk and see what happens when they put in the work. This is for someone who is willing to surround themselves with millionaires and learn from them. That's what this business is for. It's not for someone who wants to sit back and blame and complain and say that, then I thought you were going to teach me this and I don't know how to do that. And it's been 2 weeks and I can't afford it, right? This is not for you. This is not for you. This is a business, and this business is here to help make you into a powerful entrepreneur, into a powerful leader. And the best thing about it is this: you can use this platform for any business that you have, for any business model. It works for network marketing. It works for direct sales. It works for the clothing industry. It works for beauty and health. It works for, if you have a pet shop. It works for any industry that you're in. All you have to do is to plug in, get started, and listen to the directions and watch the videos, take the instructions, show up at the events, get on our coaching calls, and the rest comes naturally once you absorb the information. We live in the information age. Everything that we have here is informational tools. They are designed to help you succeed. Whatever you deem as success, these tools are here to help give you the education that you need to build a home business. We are a hybrid between a network marketing company, an internet marketing company, and a home-based business. So that being in a high ticket profit margin, right? We have high ticket profit products, and we have, low ticket products, which are more like, incoming products, people that want to come in at a lower level and then they go up to the higher level. The higher level products that you have, the more money you can make, so this is what we do here. We sell products that everyone needs and wants, because, well, not everyone needs them and wants them, because everyone doesn't see the value. So we sell the products to people who see the value in what we offer, right? We sell to those who know the benefits of building a business online, or who want to know the benefits of building a business online. Like, I work with a lot of network marketers, and they have no clue how to market. They just don't. They're pitching their friends and family like I used to do all day and all night, until they either change their numbers or die, right? That's usually what happens. Or they unfriend you. They don't want to be your friends anymore. They turn the other way when you're coming. They don't answer their phones when you call, right? They stop taking your calls. I've been there. I've done that. I did all of that stuff, doing the home parties, in the blizzard. I remember those times I was wearing the big boots and the coat, going in the blizzard, and hardly anybody shows up, eating up all the hors d'oeuvres, right? And could barely buy anything. So this is not the type of model that we have here. We have a model where you can use the internet and find the people, or matter of fact, the people can find you through the internet for what they are looking for. We teach you how to position yourself on the internet so that people can find you. We teach you how to leverage the internet so that you are positioned in a way where people who are searching on Google, on Yahoo, on Bing, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Pinterest, on Twitter, all those search engines and social medias, anybody that's searching for you or searching for your products and your services, anybody that has a problem that we provide the solution to, they can find you. We teach you how to do free marketing strategies. In my teams especially, we have lots of free marketing strategies like Instagram. I'm considered the Instagram queen. I built my business using Instagram, right? Because I didn't have any money when I first started my business. I was broke. I was $30,000 in debt. I was a broke living paycheck to paycheck teacher, right? So I didn't have that kind of money to invest in a business. So for $25, I got started, and then I didn't know what to do next. I didn't even have $25 at the time when I wanted to start it. I only had $17 in my bank account, right? I had to wait and borrow the extra few dollars that I needed to get started. That's where I was over a year ago. That's exactly where I was. And when I started, I wasn't sure if this was going to work. I was hoping, but I knew that I found this for a reason because, like I said, I had already been asking for it. And when I saw, a video of Tracy Walker and, just the dream team and the people that I now consider great, great friends, I was in awe, and I said, wow, this is exactly what I've been looking for. This is exactly the kind of community that I've been looking for. This is what I want. I feel the community spirit. I feel the family, the family unity. And then I thought, it was just a dream team. But then when I went to the event and I saw it was company wide, I was blown away. It was company wide. And the thing about it was the whole company is just laid back, and we are just, free spirits. But we are looking for a way to provide freedom for not just ourselves, but for everybody that wants it, for our families, our children's children, right? That's what I'm working for. Not just for myself and my children, but for my children's children. I want to build something so big, so grandiose that when I'm gone, my children's children will still reap the benefits and the rewards. And hopefully along the way, while I continue to build my business, my work ethic and my work ethic, as well as my principles and my integrity and my values, will resonate with my children, right? So that they can go on to be better people, so that they can go on to be even better and greater than I am, right? Because I'm not the greatest person out there, but I definitely live by certain values. I definitely live by certain principles in my life, right? And, I take personal development very, to heart. I take learning to heart. I've always been the one to have a book in my hand. While others are watching TV, I haven't watched TV and I don't know how long. Once in a while, my husband and I will watch a movie, but I don't engage in TV. I don't watch the news. I don't do any of that. Why? Because I want to separate myself from the masses. I want to separate myself from those who are living mediocre lives. And I'm not saying you're living a mediocre life if you watch TV, but what I am saying to you is this. If the TV shows that you are watching is not serving you, then you are just falling in line with the rest of the people out there who have no intentions of bettering their lives. People that want to better their lives, they turn off the TV and they pick up a book. They turn off the TV and they pick up a book and they make decisions quickly. Like you want to make the decision right now to click the link to work with me so that you can be on the inside and that we can get started. And I will teach you exactly what I do on a daily basis, my daily regimens to get to achieve the success that I have and that I continue to strive for, right? There is no limit to success, right? There's no limit. There's no limit except for the limits that you put on yourself. There are no limits in life, right? Except for the ones that we put on ourselves. So back when I said, I didn't grow up, with a lot of money and things like that, I was limiting myself. I had limiting beliefs about money. I had limiting beliefs about, business. I had limiting beliefs about, being rich and being wealthy. I had limiting beliefs about those things because of my childhood, right? So I had to break free of all of that. And I know I'm not the only one. Lots of people have limiting beliefs about themselves. Lots of people have limiting beliefs that they cannot do a business. They just can't. But I'm here to tell you, as long as you are teachable and coachable, and that you have the desire and you are willing to work and learn, then you absolutely can do this business. You don't have to be technical. You just don't. All you have to do is plug into the trainings, plug into the events, attend the events, because we have 8 core commitments here. These are the 8 core commitments that we live by. Number 1, we blog daily. Number 1, we blog daily, and we teach you how to do that. Number 2, we get all in. That means we have all of the products. The products teaches us exactly how to build our business from scratch. It teaches us everything we need to know. We don't have to go outside and read extra books. We don't have to attend extra seminars. All the products teaches us everything we need to know. Number 3 is we market daily. We market. Like I said, all we have to do is send traffic to a link. That could be free marketing, like my Instagram strategies or Facebook or Craigslist, or YouTube, or making videos. We just market anywhere. Or you can do paid strategies like solo ads and things like that. Facebook PPC and there's other ones. I don't even know, banner ads, right? We market daily. Number 4, we read daily. We read at least 30 minutes a day. personal development. We read. We feed our minds with good juices. We feed our minds with success principles. We feed our minds with things that other people don't even know about, right? We read daily. Number 5, we listen to audios daily. We have something called the inner circle, which teaches us and reprograms our mind from all the garbage that we've been taught over the years. These are the things that we do. We listen to these audios, these inner circle. I even listen to audio books on my phone. So we listen to audios daily. Number 6 is we attend all of the events. We go to every single event and we get on every single call, whether it's a webinar or a telephone call. We have a call every Monday night, and Power Hour call. We get on that every single night, right? Every single Monday night. Sometimes we have a Thursday night call. So we attend all the events. Number 7, we get into the All-In Library. We listen to at least 1 hour of the All-In Library. So this is something that we do every single day. We listen to the Inner Circle or from the All-In Library, which teaches you, marketing strategies. It teaches you certain things that you need to know about your business, how to grow your business, how to get rid of any limiting beliefs that you have. All those things. Our products are really meant to build you up here. This business, we build up people so that they can essentially build their business, because a business is more about yourself than it is about the products. It's more about selling yourself as a person of integrity, as a person of leadership than it is about your products, right? Yes, we sell products, but the products is what builds us up as people. The products are all the way around designed to grow us as individuals. And what's number 8? I have number 8 back here. Okay, Empower Hour call, right? Sorry for my back. Empower Hour. We attend Empower Hour call, and that's number 8. So this is what we do all the time. This is what we do daily in our business. Those are the 8 core commitments that we go by, and those 8 core commitments have produced, I think, 16 so far, 16 verified millionaires that are verified in our company. Lawrence, one business partner, he just bought his brand new Porsche, right? Just the other day, I think it was yesterday or the day before. One of my other business partners got 13 sales in one day. He just hit the leaderboards last night. So people are doing amazing, amazing things. And the great part about it, guys, is that you don't have to, when I say you have to work, yes, you have to work, but you don't have to work to your deadbeat. You just do 90-day action plans, 90-day action plans. I don't know if you can see on my wall right here, but I have, my day are pretty much mapped out. And this is what I do for my team. We help my team to map out a 90-day plan so that they can get the results that they want. So if you're looking for certain results, if you're looking for a certain income level, my team and we will help you map out exactly what you need to do to grow into where you want to be. So 90 days of pure, working towards your goal will set you up for what it is that you want. So for 90 days, if you can commit to 90 days, 90-day stretch. I'm not going to say you just got to do 90 days. You may have to do another 90 days. Maybe there's some things you need to tweak or whatever, right? But for 90 days, if you can commit to doing something every day for at least 90 days, seeing results, generating leads, making sales, recruiting people, sending people to your link, doing what you need to do so that you can get people on these products, so that you can get people signed up into your business so that they can see it for themselves. The amazing transformation that takes place inside of this company, you can reach any level of success you want. Any level, no doubt about it. All right, so that, my friend, as I close out this call, I want you to click that link, get started with me, get started today. For the price of a cup of coffee, you can get started and lock arms with me, my team, and we will show you exactly what it means to reach your goals, exactly what it means to have a business from home where you can finally step into the life that you need. Finally step into the life that you desire. Finally step into the life and be that leader for your children. Be that leader for your spouse. Be that leader for, all the people who said that you couldn't make it, right? For all the people who doubted you, for all the other companies that you've been in. Maybe you've been company hopping, right? Maybe you always thought it was the company, but you never really realized that it's you. It's you, because you have everything inside of you to be, as powerful as you want to be, but you just don't know that yet. But when you find these products, when you get inside of these products, they're going to show you. These products are going to transform your life. They are. And these products have helped so many people go on to do amazing things, modeling, being on television, things that they never thought they could do before, because of the fact that they've learned so much because of these products. So right now, you just want to click that link to get started. Fill out the safe and secure order form. Make sure it says that Danielle K. Howell is your sponsor. Fill that out in completion, submit that. And what's going to happen next is you will get an email from me welcoming you to my team. I will set up a conference call with you, a new member coaching call, so that I can get to know exactly who you are, what it is that you want, so that I can help you get to that next level. And our system is designed so beautifully that, I really don't have to do much, because the system is there. I'm just here just to help guide you as a new person coming into the system. But, there's really nothing that I really need to do, because you will have everything you need at your fingertips with this system. You don't have to, go crazy. You don't have to, everything is step by step, and it will teach you, it will take you through the process to the point where you will know exactly what you need to do, exactly how to do it, and exactly how much money you can make, within your next 90 days. All right, guys, it's been Danielle K. Howell. Click that link to get started with me. You can click that link. You can go to www.workwithdaniellekHowell.com if you're watching this on YouTube or anywhere else. Click the link if you're watching this on workfromhomewednesday.com. Click that link below. Click that yellow button that says join me, and click it now so that you can get started. Matter of fact, I think it says get started, right? Get started now. It's a yellow button that says get started now. Get started now, right? You have all the tools that you need. I've gone over everything that I could possibly go over to let you know that you're at the right place at the right time, right? You're at the right place at the right time. And one thing that I've learned, successful people make decisions quickly, and they change their minds very slowly. Unsuccessful people make decisions slowly, and they change their minds very quickly. So don't be an unsuccessful person. I want you to be a successful person. A successful person. Success leaves clues, right? Success leaves clues. So if you want to, be more so that you can have more, then you have to do more. You have to do more, right? You have to do more right now. So right now, what I want you to do is click the link below, pull out your credit card, click the link below, get started, and I will see you on the other side. I'm going to share a screen with you. While you pull out your credit card, I'm going to share something with you. So pull out your credit card now. Get started. I want to show you I'll show you the system.
Last year, I helped a very small group of people earn over $3.1 million. A lot of them had never even made a penny online before. And this year, I want to help thousands more, including you. Now, if you don't get to the end of this video, I can't help you. But if you do, you're going to leave here today with a $50,000 per month method, risk-free, guaranteed. Don't believe me? Well, then keep watching.
I was always looking for a system that will allow us to stay home with our kids. The first month we applied it, we generated $57,000 a month. The second month we did over $63,000.
And then I got involved in the system, and in the first 3 weeks, I was able to earn over $4,000 just doing what I was told. And I'm just really grateful for what the system has done for me and my family, and the ability to really feel good about what I'm doing going forward.
We went from $100 in our checking account to over $500,000 in a little over 2 years with this system. Not typical results, but it's becoming more typical because of the system in place here.
You are realistically able to make money right away, which is great.
And then when I started using this system, I had my best month ever of $70,000 in a single month. So
I want you to stop whatever you're doing and pay close attention. What I have to share with you today can have a direct impact on you and your bank account in a matter of a month. Look, if you listen and watch what I'm about to show you in the next few minutes, I promise you, you can leave this page with a $50,000 per month method of making money that has never been revealed before. And as I mentioned, this is going to be 100% risk-free, guaranteed. Have you ever heard the saying that there's no shortcuts in life? Well, I beg to differ, because from the house that you live in, the car that you drive, from the breakfast you made this morning, all was provided by shortcuts. You didn't build the engine in that car, and more than likely you didn't grow that food out in your backyard. So here's my point, is people like Bill Gates brought personal computing to people's lives to create a shortcut and make lives easier. Mark Zuckerberg brought Facebook to market to make our way of communication much easier with family and friends. But now the flip side to that coin is this. Look at the opportunity side of that. Mark Zuckerberg is one of the youngest billionaires because he came up with that shortcut. He was in on the early stages of that. Bill Gates, the same thing. He bought personal computing, and he's one of the wealthiest men alive. Imagine if you had a chance to get in on those shortcuts or those opportunities early on. Well, that opportunity exists for you today. Now, before we move forward, I want to say something and tell you something about myself. And contrary to what you might believe, I'm not some internet guru sitting in front of you. I'm just the average 34-year-old guy that found a shortcut and the ability to make me millions of dollars online. It's because of this shortcut that I've been able to have the luxuries that this industry can provide. The time freedom to have just about anything that I want and do whatever I want whenever I want. But you know, it wasn't always that case. When I first started online, you guys, I was the guy that bought Website for Dummies 8.5 years ago, read 3 chapters of it and threw it in the trash. It was so far over my head. But if I can figure this out, so can you. And using this shortcut has allowed me to really break through those barriers. And now I have this great lifestyle. And that brings up some interesting things, because during this time, people have asked me and said, Chris, what do you do? How do you do that? And how can I do that? In the back of my head, I said to myself, well, I don't think I could really teach somebody these shortcuts. I didn't have enough time. I didn't have the ability to set it all up for everyone. So I started thinking to myself, and I said, what if I could take these shortcuts and put it into a system and be able to give that to people? Well, I did exactly that. So here's what I did. I created the first franchise-style business system that automated 95% of the tasks required to making money online, and taking cues from the late Steve Jobs and making the user experience simpler, fun, and more enjoyable than anything else currently available. So over the last 1.5 years, I have been developing and perfecting a fully featured business system that will allow you to copy a millionaire's entire business. Now, my biggest test was first to try it out on a good friend of mine from the middle of nowhere in Des Moines, Iowa. This was the first person I partnered up with to test this shortcut. His name is Adam. He's a family man that lives in Des Moines, Iowa, and if I knew Adam can use this shortcut to make money online, anybody could. So I asked him if he wouldn't mind taking a leap of faith with me and help me prove something really big. Now, a little bit about Adam. He was not technical, not an experienced internet guy whatsoever. He was a 27-year-old friend of mine living with his wife and daughter, looking for ways to stay afloat. In fact, at the time I presented this to him, he was over $40,000 in debt. The timing could not have been better. And after just a few months of testing my new system, Adam couldn't believe what he was seeing. He saw life-changing results just by copying what I had done in my system using this new shortcut. Fast forward to today, he is not only out of debt, but is now living in a brand new home with his wife and daughter, and is currently traveling to Costa Rica and other various places around the world, while this shortcut is providing the income that he needs to live this lifestyle. Here's Adam in his new home. Listen to what he has to say.
Ever since I started working with Chris, my life has completely changed. When I met him, I was totally broke. I was $40,000 in debt. I actually maxed out my credit cards just to get to the event that I met him. So luckily enough, I had this instinct where I knew that I had to get to an event and meet people that knew what they were doing. And I tried making money online for about a year and a half before that. I got laid off from my job, and I was living on savings because I had a pretty good job at corporate America that I got laid off from. I had a little girl at the time, so I wanted to try and stay home with her. I wanted to build a business so I could stay at home with my little girl and my wife and just live a better life. So I was searching and searching. I was buying product after product, and I wasn't really making any money until I met Chris. And he actually shared his business system with me. He actually taught me exactly how he was making money. And he didn't want to give it up at first. I had to kind of cry and cry and cry. And we became friends. And after a while, he just ended up teaching me his secret. And as soon as I learned what he was doing, I instantly started making money. It was like that. It was like the next week, literally, I started, money started coming in. And I had never seen money come in from my online business ever before. And since then, I've gone on to make over $50,000 a month using his system, and up to $500,000 in a year, just doing exactly what he taught me, using his business system to do that. And now, I'm totally debt free. At that time, I was $40,000 in debt. Now I've paid off all of those debts, and we live a pretty good life. We live a life full of freedom. We go traveling all the time, things like that. And I couldn't have done it without him, so I'm very, very thankful. And if you're on a page right now where you have an opportunity to work with Chris or, to copy his system or at least see what he's doing, I recommend that you do it, because if a guy like me can do it, I knew nothing. I was not technical at all. I knew nothing about the internet. I was a salesperson, but I didn't know how to do anything technical. And Chris made it easy. It was like a plug and play type of thing. Like if you were going to purchase a McDonald's franchise, you come in, he teaches you every single thing that you need to get it going. And as soon as it's set up, it's ready to make money. All you have to do is get people through the door. So if you're looking for something like that, this is a perfect opportunity for you. I definitely recommend that you work with Chris, because he's an awesome guy, and he really, really changed my life.
So this was a big test, and it proved that this shortcut could work for even the most non-technical types, someone that didn't even have two pennies to rub together. And at this point, it showed that having a system like this could be very powerful. Now, we want to take things even further. So Adam and I said we needed to test its full potential, and we wanted to test it with everybody. We wanted to test it with all kinds of people, the stay-at-home mom, even grandmas. We wanted to test it with even tech gurus and see how they thought of it. See if anyone and everyone could make money with this. Now, knowing the magnitude of this multi-billion-dollar industry, providing a shortcut in a system like this to the masses is the difference between just a couple guys making some money to a multinational, multi-million-dollar operation. And so our vision was to really go global, was to do this in a big way, but we needed to test it. We needed to test it on walks of life, and we needed to develop a system that we could lean on. So to take these shortcuts and automate those shortcuts. So we spent the last year and a half automating just about every piece of this business and every part of these shortcuts possible. Wherever there was challenges that people had online and making money, we automated that. So what we decided to do was test it with a very small group of people from all walks of life, all types of backgrounds and skill levels, to be able to copy the exact business model that Adam and I have used successfully. I've been testing with people who have zero technical or marketing experience online because I wanted to see how many of them would actually make money and how much. I wanted to know if I had really created the golden goose of shortcuts and then it could be taught to anyone. The results were surprising. So far, I'm proud to say I am blown away by the success rate. To give you some perspective, some of my private members are now making up to $50,000 per month, and you'll hear from more of them in just a minute. Now, my phase 2 vision is to expand this group of testers to you. If you're getting this, you probably got an email or some type of invite to this video. The only way to get on this test group is by invitation or promotion from another tester. I have put together a live video training for you that will teach you this shortcut, going through everything you need to duplicate what I have done and that of the other test members. The training will show you exactly how to start making money as soon as today. My goal is to expand this globally and get thousands of people to use this platform and shortcut to break through the barriers of making money online. I need you to test the system, get results, post the results, and let us further expand the system with your input and testimonials. Using this system, you don't need a ton of free time or technical skills, unlike other methods online. Most everything is done for you when it comes to using this system. It's a new concept developed for the everyday person. Products, promotions, marketing, traffic, education, even the selling portion is automated, something that has never been fully automated in past systems online. Many so-called systems make you believe they're automated, but in the end, it's only a fraction of what you need to do to really make money, and they leave you 2 steps short to actually bring in true income online. This system has a shortcut built for almost every aspect needed to make money online. It is, and as you will see in a minute, simpler than anything you have ever experienced before. Now, during the development of this system, it took a lot of cues from the late Steve Jobs to simplify the whole user experience, make it easy again, make it fun. If you ever look at an iPhone or an iPad, a small child can oftentimes use it better than even adults. And that is what I wanted to do with this system. I wanted to create it so simple that anybody upon any experience level could come in and have success with it. And so as a tester, we're going to provide not only the systems, but the websites, the presentations, the products, the selling, the telling. In the last year and a half, our small test group earned over $3.1 million. And it was a small group, only a room full even. And what we wanted to do was expand that and bring us to a whole nother market. And that is the opportunity that exists for you now, is to join these people and be able to take advantage of this system as a tester yourself. As a tester, you'll have full access to our system and deposits will be made straight into your bank account. Some testers will earn thousands of dollars in just a few weeks. Some will even earn a 5-figure payday in the first month. Now, to get in on this private group as a tester, your first step is to watch my private video training where I teach you the shortcuts I put together. I have coined it the Internet Success Formula. The training alone is worth thousands of dollars, and it literally gives the secrets of how you can create 6-figure paydays on complete autopilot. But don't worry, you're not going to have to pay thousands of dollars for it. I know if you had that kind of money, you probably wouldn't be here in the first place. So I'm offering a special discount for this new test group, which includes you. The initial group of beta testers paid $97 a month just to learn the shortcut and get access to the system, and they were blown away by the amount of money they made. But because I want you to get access today without having to think about the cost, I'm going to let you try it out for over a 90% discount. Now, for today only, as long as you see this timer counting down up above, you're going to have the ability to get this full system and this training series for just $7. You're not totally satisfied with this system or the training, I'll go ahead and cancel your membership with no questions asked. But if you're like most people and making great money and living this new lifestyle, you can enjoy this system for only... Plus, if you're not totally satisfied in the future, I'll go ahead and send you your money back for the money that you put in. Now, if you're not happy with the money that you're making, shoot us an email and we'll send you back every last penny, no questions asked. You'd have to be crazy to let this go. You have absolutely nothing to lose. Literally, you can have one of those fancy coffees at Starbucks, or you can learn the shortcut to finally making real money online. It's a simple decision, right? Enter your email address below and click the button to get started today for only $7. You'll be instantly directed to the video training and given full details of what the shortcuts are and how you can start making money with this system. The same system these guys are using right now.
This system has allowed me to fund my wife's surprise 50th birthday, to fly us to Hawaii, first class, staying in a top-notch resort, all because of the funds, of the money that I've made in a very, very short time period using the training and really, the marketing fundamentals from this system.
We can live life the way we choose. My relationship with my daughter is unbelievable. And all of this was simply from making a decision. And now, I mean, we make an incredible income on top of it. The best month I've had in this business is $17,400.
This system is it. You're not going to find anything else out there like it. And you need to join. $20,000 to $30,000 a month in income. We've had months over $100,000. My biggest day here was $13,000 in one day.
So thanks to this system, not only has this changed my life financially, I mean, the most I've made using this system in 1 month is over $45,000, which I have never, ever done before. And there's no way I could have made $220,000 my first year using this system with absolutely anything else. And to have it not only transform our finances, where my family are now back on track, but to also have it give me the opportunity to do something about my health and transform my health has been like 2 miracles that have happened in my life. So if you are ready to change your life, you are ready to create a totally different future for yourself, no matter what you're going through right now, then I highly encourage you to get started right away. Get started, you will not regret it.
This system has personally enabled me to earn over $65,000 in a single month, several times, not just 1 month.
And I've personally been able to earn over $585,000 my first 17 months in business. You know what, guys? We are just getting started.
You know, it's funny. If somebody were to tell me just 1 year ago that I'd be living the lifestyle that I live, driving a Mercedes that I paid cash for, and retiring from corporate America before I was even 40 years old, I'd tell them that you're crazy based on my previous experience. But because of this system, because the same system that you have access to, as soon as you click on the link down below and get started, you too can start living the lifestyle of your dreams. Because if I can do this, a guy who is from a small podunk little town of 4,500 people who came online, had no clue what he was doing, and struggled until this system allowed me to be able to have everything at my fingertips, all the components put together to make a successful business. If I can do this, you can too. So click down below. Let's get you started and start living the lifestyle of your dreams. Bye-bye.
Pretty awesome, right? This is an absolute no-brainer. It's only $7. So let's not waste any more time. Get started on this page right now before the timer runs out and the $7 trial goes away forever. What do you have to lose? Do you really want to miss out on the next internet success story? Do you really want to regret not giving this a chance? Let me say this. Soon enough, this page will eventually have to come down. You're getting access to something revolutionary for only $7. And for a limited time, you have no risk getting in on this. If you have any second thoughts about this after you join, we'll send you back any money you've put in. Our personal 100% no risk guarantee. If you're not happy with the money you're making, shoot me an email and I'll send you back every last penny, no questions asked. So enter your best email address, click the button below to get started right now, and we'll see you behind closed doors.
That's it. Click the link and get started. I'll talk to you guys soon. I gotta go pick up my daughter. That's the alarm.